and across the globe. It's another brand new day here. Today happens to be the 3rd day of March 2026, and we thank God for how far He's brought us. My name is Omanhene Yaw Adu-Boakye. I've always been your man in the morning. Stay with us from now till 10 o'clock, and you'll be blessed. And at the same time, all the headlines right here about non-song equa. The man Brighto, Ade Kyeɛ sports ebeba and Owia yasabe transi na mabedwafo ya boama Libya boga one Koko Asante yeboa ebe transi na yem pensem and amanyofo nso betransi na yene omo the honorable Ashia ebe fie ha no mo yɛne mpanimfoɔ bɛhyia ne ahwehwe nkɔmmɔ na neɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde tom anim nyinaa nso so yɛyɛ dɛn yɛde atom anim wɔn a bɛbɛ fie ha nɔpɛi no ɛyɛ Kenneth Nana Kwame Asamoah is the founder and leader of Action People's Party, and then Honorable Andrews Bediako, a former MC German South, and then Honorable Ambrose Amuashia, National Communication Team member, or also a former MC. You know, more Ebeshia na atwetwen kombo. But let's get the headlines making news this morning. African Court on Human and People's Rights in Arusha, Tanzania. And Omanhene John Mama say Emra son say bibi mine will give a stronger support for African Court on Human and People's Rights. A bedroom baby no na sa court no ejina brania. We are seeing who say Omudi Juma, Omo, Emma, a bibrem hanomo, a nipa, a fa who the initiated, a nipa fa who the sono, a to a becha, na be brassicra. Yenti Omanhene John Dramani Mahama.
Technological advances have made the world feel like a small place. At no other time in our lifetime was that more evident than during the COVID-19 pandemic. By the time the World Health Organization announced the discovery of a new virus in Wuhan, China, that virus was already on an aeroplane to Johannesburg. It was already present in Accra on the roadside as individuals waited for a trotro at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle, or seated towards the rear of a daladala en route to Ngaramtoni. If you look beyond Africa, what you find is that facade of the so-called Global North, a group of countries that have long held themselves up as beacons of democracy and human rights, of liberty, justice, and the rule of law, is fast crumbling. Judiciaries are no longer independent. Citizens and lawful residents are being disappeared by mass law enforcement and then placed without due process indefinitely in detention centers. We see executive overreach and a steady weakening of legislative independence. We see violations of international law. Restrictions are being placed on freedom of speech, assembly, and protest. There's a general loss of liberties and a sharp decline in public trust in governments. Mwalimu Julius K. Nyerere famously said, "One does not judge one's state of health by comparing yourself to a sick person."
Definitely, one does not judge his state of health by comparing himself to another person. Nyerere, Tanzania. Ya wakwaba.
Akontam Joso.
Na umbom to say
Eradiadum.
Bibi aboko.
Eradiadum.
Okay. Finance Minister Kesel Atoforsen has announced the expiration of DDEP-induced restrictions on domestic bond issuance. Now, Nina Betoja Abra Nra on its Facebook page, said the Ministry of Finance announces the expiration of the restriction of new domestic bond issuance. The 3-year restriction measure was imposed in 2023 to prevent government from issuing new bonds following the debt default that preceded the domestic debt exchange program. And it's come at a time when inflation is low, investor confidence has improved, and the macroeconomic environment is strong, supported by a robust medium-term debt management strategy and significant buffer. Since 2025, the government has honored every coupon payment and obligation under the restructured bonds, demonstrating its credibility, fiscal discipline, and commitment to responsible debt management. The expiration of the restriction paved the way for the government to drastically reduce its dependence on treasury bills to finance its budget and allows for the issuance of new, longer-dated domestic bonds. President John Mahama administration is once again deeply grateful to the Ghanaian people for their forbearance and cooperation during the difficult period. Now, when you know, just say, Yabekaya domestic debt exchange program by Abrana Abaya Uchemu. Omodin say by say a car or more dear or more top bonds. Na bonds na so say coupons ya de ma woman can see who are umbedi mubekai 2024 demonstration upon demonstration. Papa and Granny friends say. Papa na nientwi. Only the former Chief Justice.
Yes, Sophia
Kufu. Omotingu Montreal so musika. Na ebeya rehosem ema Ghana fo bebre no ka se aban no nitima kano for real 32 de na just omo nchire ombabo na anisa abrantie that's what abechi okay na womo eye nhihye se bond no bi ha 10 years e bi 15 years na coupon no beso na aban ne bae no ye nhihye watimi a restructure e bi mu de 10 years e bi ateso aba 5 ebi mu de ekọ 4 bi kọ 3 ni ade a say ye bia sika bia wo so otua bia watime tuatua neno na ode tudwa say sa long term say bia na aban no the restriction be to ho say e self inflicted say yentimi enye ema on top bonds nche ni ade no I bia e be ma 5-year term ni ade no ene o ma year free ho nti free na kromi ama aban ne kwan na mom aban no reliance on treasury bills or they bop up sikadia yempuntu juma dia supporting the budget no a free ho e wo kra ahodin ni ho sa te se ne as aban no the treasury bills na first do maybe treasury bills now 30% and 27%. Today I think it's hovering around 9% or so. He said that and yeah, there is so much encouraging. We also didn't see a quarter treasury bills. And you know, I buy no person just said the economy is strong and robust. And when you know me is adding everywhere. Now I'm going to be to my journey. Now only will be as share bonds. Now I'm gonna yet something. Then the parents want to see. Sounds what you are buying it. Minority leader so I say Mahama administration on the completion of Agenda 111. I don't know. The state of the nation, did you hear Agenda 111? It was missing. It was missing cry.
Ferry Hospital.
A ferry nominee the whole about Agenda 111 say completion nominee added on Penianka.
Yeah.
Now, Institute of Economic Research and Public Policy, IERPP lecture series, Moton Safran on Wakasa. Now, as a host, so said that far one they call another state of the nation, the true state. No, I don't know. Kekano. Yente Alexander Fenyomark, minority leader.
Now, Agenda 111, a major investment in healthcare infrastructure. Agenda 111 was a major commitment to build 101 district hospitals across the country, extending quality healthcare to communities that had lived without it for far too long. When there is no hospital in your district, illness is not just a health problem. It is an economic catastrophe. People lose working hours. Families spend money they do not have on transport to distant facilities. Communities become reluctant to attract investment. The Agenda 111 began rewriting the geography of health access in Ghana. In all humility, I submit that to realize this dream, the current administration must do all within this power to continue this project.
Mr. Samuel Kwa, Entry Combo, EC Director. Mr. Samuel Kwa, me marching. Mr. Samuel Kwa Anope Owia TV and watching.
Yo, me back on me so.
Now, one to say.
Yamiadum, or the unquat saying, I did change the name never done.
Yes, Joba, the assay. Anope, I was easy for Kotoa Bar, a Rashabi Janiam na Christina Nemo. Montoto Yanamon say, da Quema, boy and Komokaka.
Yo, me that's be brave. No credit say Ayawaso East constituency no, and then on your by election. Electoral Commission, who bring na every pay. In fact, because you who every pay, now me practice say, never be here. Say, the two abano and then no, yeah, Ebekoso and then no. Say, you hear Ayawaso East. Number of polling stations there are 113, 113.
Okay.
Now, Nipa said to about 49,966.
Okay.
Now, Nipa inum ena ejina ama atu about political parties ye miensa ena independent nsumi inti nipenum. Sisi ameno kasa die senye yedi kan no bibi biara sese ye na ema bato no kosumi aye. In terms of security so police and so urban home pa provided the necessary security. When you be send ye about one be koso asu dream.
Okay.
If who any strubia obi biara why crowd so person or tunaba no obi nya kwanya etimi atunaba. Ezo bisamia na meka se ahobo electoral commission ye any ahobo Ghana security services na ye no. Ebema abato no etimi akoso pepepe.
Yo, MPP abato be say yeah na voter turnout nominee in your estimation what percentage and a motion say bia you better abana we ne bia monya in terms of voter turnout.
Oh, voter turnout you mean to me predict say you say by elections a year na turnout no it me encoso papa. It is a because predictive bia say see a emwa e dia tu bia na mo frame a e na make me akire nipa me to aba na say ye gan to ye so because me predictive turnout enya de beboa.
Okay, yenim say to aba share on so ne awie nonum. Is there anything we are hearing say mubetima bia ba wie be no me nsa no kra wo me say
Enya no kra ba kokra abato nhye ya ye de ye adwuma na no an ye koso de aye adwuma.
Okay.
Ye hyase no so na yapon no num. Se no num num pobo na se enipa no bi eda so ewo kiw no mu a ye behwe se on betu awie ansa na yakenkan. Se even ebo no mienu na se obi awie obi bi owo polling station wa beto kra yankenkan ye betwen akosi no num. It is said about what she said here no ye no so ekusi no num. And now share the number of registered voters at the various polling stations now. And also P. Yatichem kakrenga nti. You are receiving say no num be born there. Now obi biara o person or tunaba no. Na wenya kwenya so beto. Na yen pon no miensa. So obi kasa enye no kre ba kokra. No num e na se be pon.
Mr. Samekwa Yodasi.
Mesme dasi be nyami shira.
Okay. Teachers posted to rural areas to get 20% salary top up. Deputy Minister, Education, APAC, Intino.
But to be chosen as award winner, and you are going to have the unique opportunity to interact with the first gentleman of the land, then it means that you have no excuse. It means that the challenges that I went through, you shouldn't go through those challenges. And I think that is why the Minister for Education and His Excellency the President are working very hard to ensure that we improve teaching and learning, particularly at the basic level. As you know, there are inequalities depending on where you are. So we have schools that are less endowed. We have schools that are also in the rural parts of this country. And we have schools where, when we even post teachers, they are not willing to go because the schools are so remote. And those environments are not attractive. But government is very determined to address some of these challenges. So you may have heard the president and the minister speak about the Teacher Dabre program. And the president mentioned this on Friday. That is to help provide accommodation.
Also, Kasai said hooliganism in senior high schools. Now, the deputy minister vows that it's going to be tough sanctions against student violence. They are not going to tolerate such crime.
That those of you here today, 52, have been selected based on your competence and your performance. It gives us reason to be joyful. Be motivated, focus on your studies, stay away from bad company and bad behavior. We are not happy with the hooliganism, the lawlessness, and indeed the misconduct that we are recording in some secondary schools. Please stay away from such behavior. Conduct yourselves properly and focus on your studies. And let your colleagues know that those who would refuse to conduct themselves properly, those who misbehave, those who will be lawless, those who would engage in acts of criminality will be dealt with. Minister has given us the marching orders. The president has given us his blessing that they must be disciplined in our secondary schools. So if you misconduct yourself, you will be arrested.
Wasi so hwe nim no aduonum mienu just say omo grace ni die agyan na ya select wo mo nursery fo ntade e hye wo na say nursery fo no ebo a mo ene Patricia ebe ko fie yakoda agrada ene enim say bebo no nkron say no nduo menim prison time a ye di yi obi ebi mo akogu nsawam ebi mo se ebe swerve wo mo anhwe a mo de be ko Jamestown anhwe so ebi o mo wo sawo che say bloggers chini anopa wi anwumre ensentwerefo hwehwe no che say enyasem ketwa na yesi a ne kunu no mpe so mo award no the best husband of the year. Esiama. Ya woni ne ya uni omo ya adwena na. Azante. You see Esiama will be voted as the best husband of the year. A kwan of fast so a wagina ni yire chi asori no kura want to na se. Na just say Patricia Befie ne. Now it's going to be a rousing and kind of say a triumphant entry. The momentum is gathered. We are told such as the church was almost collapsing. Now, Oba, I'm expecting the first online live program. I will do that for fast. I will be break internet. Yeah. I got that will break the internet. Because say Basse be say and then you may agree that we casa. O my penny, your mama crab man nations address. Oh, ya sign the panel. Yow, mommy. Now the Anna Santo over doubt me. Oh, say you see then you may agree that say or call live on YouTube.
Address the nation.
I agree that is addressing the nation. One TV. Now I'm for my live crowd on TV. So. Hey,
I got that episode, you know. I said we tell no baby I won't be that.
Aye.
We don't know how it's going to end. Hey, me say my cousin pe mama na sempa, me my cousin pe na sem. And me dey amount for be soon say na ye cousin won 15 years, wan ko twa nwie wo pi no.
E dey bi mo e go so cousin
e yo mo ya.
Kenyan day.
Enka 15 years nyina won ko twa. E court na o ka say yem fan ko 15 years no.
E na court na ja no.
So say on ntino wo be kan say.
The law
is the law. Yes, be akuti out there. O say it's not the law. And I say come out there is the law. Ntimi dey agree that nyame mmoa no. Me dey me bompa ya say oba. On the same piece Agrada.
Oh, I want to be.
I am yapa, especially Lumba, the you say no, Agrada Tiasia. And Kasam
about for penetration.
Oh, and I think she would probably make her stance known.
Oh.
One day she's going to support oh, of course. Because one day what yes, what kind of yano, and some of no can say, or no part the new Christian, my wab about hono, or no boo, and some of the kind, don't tell me there. Mamma, me there, because me Bana Agrada, my support to Agrada, because 21st night in Yankobeni, dear, just a whole lot of Agradas, and Agrada, and Sabian could never tumbi. I went to friend one tumbino, obey, but media make say she must still be continuous to be managed.
Yeah.
And same be or Becky can say be M5 man. Unyai. Say as of
that is what also makes
no, she can still go on live.
Now Omu Penti, sorry.
Over the weekend, you know, you and you know, heavyweight champion. And we knew how people would Nipa so them.
Oh, but Sunday there.
My mom video be off Nipa Kugunsa one prison or more journey now.
What am I grace?
But the Amaya Grace is here.
I am in Shadi
platform. No, so here we are.
Yeah, I know he am. To them, no one put two things. One could be in channel. Lawyer, no cost one in Ninkita home.
My say t-shirt.
Mama about you should come and then beg good food.
My am sure Agrada or more Makushiano, no, yeah. At least let's have a feel of it. Madame Fubisu or Concran or doing some mobile heart train. You have no idea how she's loved by some people of repute. No near there. One shall be said.
Once I got that call, I say internet has gone virtually dead. Senya Lumba Mudia Lumba wounds and Sembananka the 2025. No, there won't be any entertaining issue because my man. Remember, I say Facebook.
Will be a gas. I'm not saying about the age you any.
Debio, Debio, no. Yes, I say more.
Truth be told, oh, why I bet to say I say, oh, go TV.
I would away in some. And some woman into where prisons and some medium security prisons anymore. And a nipa or matches any t-shirt and nipa as aha. It will also be crab packing the bench, then the person from normal badges ye na say or much chini pan about Benz and eba na is power or much
if you are Benz we never fano.
Oh, I could have me yes
that's all you
me yes all la group anyone way be oh
sure
I could tell you it's way nipa massy up in some medium security prison.
By the time but is she at some prison? They can swerve people.
Oh, I know the na make a beach and to say prison or prison service no. Emma Agrada pie free in some prison. Oh. Na a dome will go on mom
traffic
because yes by now na me catch us and say be run a jo around there for around there trombetima yine de na kwakra me na kra any of the Accra prison no ma ko prepare no so it did pay massy up hey omo see from say wabafie ana wabana sore ho ana bia
but omo so am na pie
I had there zero
I had the NC Dag Ghana Prison Service. Oh my!
Now can crunch era no.
Can crunch any omo kodo. Omo foko gu o say yakwa. Omo ya friend say wabafie sisi a.
Odidi.
Eti Ghana Prison Service.
Omo. You see them say we need who was sorry. Okogaleli. The was Agrada anyhow go pie. The Agrada. Already human power.
Oh.
Every child could
have
every child could have been internet the end of Ghana. Mom, I got any one. The realm will go.
The Mogul is here.
She's coming back.
The kingpin is
the queen of the Ghanaian social media
is back.
She's back.
Is it Magia?
She's the queen. Now I got also.
I got anyway.
Also.
Sorry, phone is ready. I said you be dealing in the never be Yeah.
Medical.
I got that obo.
I was just your money Google observe say, now what you mama now tea, and I'm saying, the end, I just said, I'm a momo. Hey, Agrada.
You can't predict hell.
Hey,
Just say, you least expect, no, I get
how
that.
can some be? No cry, a siama, actually, what do. For me, now me can say Bia Sebi, he had any intention of getting married. But Sebi, what he made Gina during the last 1 year, no German when they chin my child. No matter what, say no, no qua, na be a coon lawyer crowd with chili crabby quan and command or crabia and Kawanyampi and so papa yet
and every court case
she's been
and we are told every Sunday after church.
Why are dear?
A siama consam.
My dear, a whole lot. My money, they
oh, a
definitely a Siama dear.
A Siama de Obeshawano.
A Siama no. Because you have Siama.
Na media kota die misuru. Say, Mami Baba.
ACC.
Na você.
Siama di sika.
I like you good. I want to go to for no you form.
No, ABS, our Baba no say. Sika oja no honom no. Osisia.
At the time crowd walk come man.
And never agrada Siama Kuama no.
Yakuta. Me dey misuru no.
Yes, I know you.
What do you see?
Yes.
Agrada bunia Santa.
Agada. Oba, ni nuku beka na wontie. Ewiase say nuku
beka moneti.
Tie me say. Ewiase.
Agada is a change.
Oman he ewiase wo kwa wonye hie mu.
Agada asesa.
Na na mo he mu so obeso live.
Oh, na so live so beka nya mesem.
Abozege.
Oba.
What's it? Esiama de kwati de.
Me. No, these words are all gone.
Agada is how a change solo. I just say.
Legend nango pardon now so.
Or body crabaso get out. Bibi Aboko.
Legend.
What's the latest in town?
Legend and some oba. Lord Amwa. Kodako play and we pra. Was a walk up near the we pra. Obetina fi be 1 year.
Hey. I want the plan.
Hey boy.
Cruciate ligament nibia.
Hey.
Otoje no.
Eba.
Yeah.
Na sa de bi o kana.
Hello obi di ba say ne fiefo amwa no. Oma monpa ma no.
Hey.
Work up kodako na mu project ne say
is somebody about for cross and Kayan Fanning Cow.
Ba wo pra.
I make a believe in
be 1 year. Cruciate ni ehu.
Na cruciate dia ne Ghana for no so enya
bi pa.
Ghana
bi enya dodo.
Na go
ya bu enya da se hu.
Ghana na ne o mfa kaka do nchechire so ma
ne. Da bi enya kadu ade o. Hwe cruciate no nya no. Edi 1 year.
On fa nko alaji wo waso ase. Obetwea ma.
Work up be baso.
Work up no. Ebe so. Iran for ne so mombo. Because there air cost na US for
some qualify.
And some be ko US pa ni omo enemy for akodi agro there. Enya don be ye.
Say Jordan so qualify.
Now
they are in the Middle East for no complaints na his name e cost no is a whole lot.
So this year Iran for no so or bombu UAE, Kuwait, Jordan,
Bahrain.
Wato tutu blast war. Ni nyina so American installations. And on say Iran no ano o ye titi 30 e wo Middle East. O nyina o pentokwaku. O be kan na nsem bi mu an koso Qatar. No be so mko attack Qatar. E na World Cup ni adi jaman for UN no nyina ni bre ya o mo chi o. E di Iran o no o ye bully.
Iran na kwa
Middle East or you bully
area champion. Aye.
Enti on Iran can talk and nye easy.
The ultimate standing e kakra Saudi Arabia, but Saudi Arabia also need strong army. Omo rely on America say omo ebe bo.
Also so far on two Bibian for Saudi. Because on make attempt to Saudi.
Yes.
America best say Iran nyina. Because America si can do so poor unya free Saudi Arabia oil mono. Or make attempt.
Legend what happened that you because Iran for you, or man mampo, now would be a Iran for us. Now or the top I send one above you anymore. On fast with Makun
Iran for no more ma Nigeria
for Iran for us. no to pay abi pim work up broni ku no nipa be
no podie eno Ghana ha kra ya we
etu ojam ku nyina
Ghana ha kra se tuto video kra ye nya kra no
legend say come go dia
na bi o tuto video kra se bi ye nya no kra no ka so bi so obi ko work up US pa na aye
obi koje US visa no kra no as ayehu ama amanfo
because now
ice ne ma
Iran for was be say omo fa won so omo planning an attack on American soil.
Yes.
So there Osama yeah of course say Pentagon any you can say World Trade Center no.
Legend obetuma kunu ho kun nyina.
Oh, now they okunu ho. Was the whole
the World Cup has come at a very controversial time because say Mexico cry.
Na den no man.
Na Mexico cry dey west. And to kwa cost war Mexico. E dey say World Cup no, one bomb me entry. You postpone.
World Cup ya bo ho ka legend. Ni ka keto.
One abaka.
Hey, FIFA for organization.
Na FIFA wa boka o sika le odia.
Nipa wa o sia boka.
E wi ase nyina sika contribution. Any sponsors. To be go.
Hey.
Infantino to be go.
Ye mo no close doors na ye hwe ni TV so. So bet my
na close doors no kra no.
Ye bet my history. Ye bono
back no so bo one players look boom. Oh mo na nyina titi.
Why so free
stadium na
football any fasting. And as a good day any fasting. And name ko so Tunisia na ehun. A rumble match be 12 o'clock. Players ni nyina da park na so. Mo mo nyina kram fo. E mu collapse na bi.
That day.
Mo me hwe picture no. I was born 12 o'clock.
We are 12.
Now we are 12 the other
day. Fasting.
As a boys na come do am te bebre ni su bro am te do anu aja no.
Omo de da from sa. Mo me picture na. Omo bonu wi. Where da babo wi.
Omo to na referee na jira ka. Say referee to come de.
Say ya na omo ye.
Usman ya your pictures.
Eto omo de da from sa. Football ni fasting.
Football ni fasting they are not.
Akonte ni anu.
But also almost so ya no mo fee say fasting time. Especially Elali numni and they say it do fasting season we say we air force.
Legend.
O che say
I can 4 hours no more breaking.
Na akwa off it to say put us wo
e come kwa
na say ya na
mumbu mu di dia no papa
da mo no musio
legend mu di dia no pass 6 o'clock kwa me do bia u di 6 o'clock kwa
There be a wood so by 5:30 no did you and I wouldn't tie omo ye omo ye
boy TB
ayi the fan say
true Muslims
omo ye true Muslims no they don't eat like say ye dwene say so bi omo clinical
no otimi di fuo nyina
clinical dey mean to me
onye
di fuo ans come de no
otimi di fuo okonu odi fuo a
clinical
on said anye isa legend
cause anopo ba me hwe nanim ayi your security no don't say to take a yina faro
on the serious so
security guy no me catch us so go jina kwaro mo be no am so
yeah
na ono so ya o mtina nim kakra
na dey akomo ya o
ohumi anu ase I come to ye bi dey na chire abuzafo ye ba ku die sembra
agotade ba ko kokwa wiase ye akom kire ne ahomache sori o
akom kire ahomache
na
iso turbulence
mo
go
ajikuku miam se masa
easy o ali baba si jana mi abuzafo ye fa ku die sembra sisia